Hey everyone, Scottish Warrior 92 here, and welcome to another installment of Ask the Warrior for the 21st of, is it October or September? October, yeah, 2012, I got the date right, yay! And where I answer the questions that have been submitted by the clan via Facebook, Twitter, and or YouTube. So firstly, let's get the Twitter and Facebook questions out of the way, because there's a lot of YouTube questions. So let's dive right into the Facebook questions, and just get them up here. First Facebook question comes from Batish Wanheed, and what do you think of Dishonored, and do you think it's an overrated game? I reviewed Dishonored, my review is up, so if you want to go check it out, it's up there on my channel. But quick summary: good game overall, not a game of the year contender, but a really good game overall. So go check out my review if you want to hear my full opinion. It's about 20 minutes long, so I do apologise for that. Next question comes from Lara Maxine Cross, and her question is: have you ever been abroad, and do you have a passport? Well, firstly, I'll answer the simple thing. Yes, I have a passport, and yes, I've been abroad. I've only been abroad once in my entire life, and it was about 4 years ago when I went to Italy with my school at the end of, I think it was 5th year, Yeah, it was the end of 5th year. I wasn't too sure if I was coming back for 6th year. But it's the way it was, like, complicated. But yeah, I went abroad. We didn't go by plane, we went by coach, so it was about a 2-day journey to Italy, which was a pain in the ass. I got a seat to myself, luckily enough. Unfortunately, that seat was right next to the toilet, so yeah, that wasn't too fun. But yeah, we went by coach, went to Italy, so on the way we went to England, stopped by there for a day, stopped by there for a few hours, France, Germany, and a few other wee bits and bobs of places we went to, eventually getting to Italy. Now, most people who were on this trip with me, with the school, went to Italy to get flat out pissed drunk. I don't drink, as I've made it apparent. So I went to Italy for the culture and for the scenery and to enjoy myself. Most people, everyone else though, was there to get absolutely shit-faced. Shit-faced is basically drunk, for those that don't know. So yeah, I got plenty of blackmail material, and I got offered so many drinks when I was there, and most of the time while I was there, I was by myself. I was normally just wandering about, trying the local foods, looking at the ocean, and that was me. I was just wandering, but I was Nigel No Mates on the hill. I did talk to people, of course, a couple of times when I went to the arcade, but most people were there to get absolutely flat drunk. It was a good laugh. I enjoyed myself. And I had fun. Like, I was there and look at the scenery, look at the. We went to Venice, which is a place that was on my list of places that I want to see before I die. And Venice is fucking gorgeous. It smells, of course. It stinks, of course. I can't. No, literally, that's the first thing they tell you when you go to Venice. Venice stinks. It does. It actually smells kind of funky. But we went to Venice. We didn't do much. We just wandered about in Venice. Unfortunately, we couldn't go on gondolas. They were €50 a go for a gondola, and I was like, no, thank you. I bought a Venetian mask, which if you've followed me for a long time, I used in a video ages ago. It's over there. It was €25. I bought it. It's kind of creepy. I've done it in a video or two. I may do it again. It's just lying there doing nothing at the moment. But went to Venice. Venice was absolutely gorgeous. Everyone went straight to McDonald's. There is McDonald's in Venice, by the way. Everyone went straight to McDonald's, but a small group of us wandered a wee bit, looked at the jewellery, looked at the area. We didn't go too far into Venice. We mainly went to the tourist part. But it was really lovely, really enjoyable, and I loved looking at the culture and all that. I tried to avoid standing out as a tourist, but it's kind of hard when you're wearing an English t-shirt. But yeah, it was fun. I went there. Where else did we go? We went to Gardaland, which is basically a big theme park, and I went on nothing. I don't like theme parks. I don't like rides. Roller coasters scare the shit out of me. I'm always worried. It was just because I had a dream when I was a kid that I died on a roller coaster, and it's never left me. So I don't go on roller coasters or any stuff like that. It really paranoid. Really paranoid about them. And of course, at Gardaland, I ended up being Mr. Nigel No Mates and ended up wandering. When the group I was with went on rides, I'd said I'm going to go for a wee walk. By the time I came back, they had been on the ride and they had fucked off. So I was all alone for about, I think we were there for 4 or 5 hours, maybe more. And I just walked around and tried a couple of the wee stupid throwing things. I tried a crepe, which is fucking delicious. By the way, it's basically a pancake with Nutella and powdered sugar. Oh god, it was delicious. Yeah, I just wandered about most of the time, but I will not forget what we saw on the way to Gardaland, which was Lake Garda, which is an absolute fucking beauty of a lake. It's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, I've been abroad. I went to Italy. I want to go abroad again, but unfortunately it's not cheap. I would love to go to America sometime, maybe just to check out some of the areas I want to go to. There's a couple of conventions in America that I want to go to. I want to go to France eventually. France, I want to go to Paris and all that shit. I've got a lot of places that I want to visit, but yeah, I went to Italy, I've been abroad, and hopefully I get to go abroad again. So, yeah. Let's dive right into the next question, which comes from Josh Manuel Liplas. I hope I pronounced that correctly. What do you think it would take for some companies to indulge or sometimes force multiplayer modes on games? I've made my opinion on this apparent throughout. Firstly, my first rule is, as long as the multiplayer isn't compulsory, I don't mind. I don't mind it that much. But one thing I really hate is tacked-on multiplayer. Tacked-on multiplayer to a lot of games really fucking pisses me off. Like, Mass Effect is the best example. Like, Mass Effect 3 didn't need a multiplayer. And the multiplayer was compulsory, which was another thing I hated. It was tacked on, it was half-assed. I give BioWare props for being able to do what they did with it, but it was still half-assed and tacked on. So was a lot of the other multiplayers that came out. I really, really despise multiplayer. Now, it's mainly because of the market and all that. Like, the market is fucking thrown out there with third-person shooters with multiplayer, and EA especially think that this is just the shit, the cat's pajamas. And they think that every game needs multiplayer, which every game doesn't need multiplayer, for fuck's sake. There are plenty of games out there that don't need multiplayer and have done absolutely fucking fantastic. I'm just trying to think of a few here. Batman Arkham City, Oblivion, Skyrim, Enslaved, Fallout, Prince of Persia. All those games I mentioned didn't need multiplayer and they were fucking fantastic. Well, Prince of Persia was average. But yeah, I really hate it, and I really wish companies would just shut the fuck up and let the developers do what they want to do, and let the developers make the game that they want to make, not the game that the publishers want. It really pisses me off when these fucking publishers think they know what's best, and I really want to slap them across the face and just say, fucking stop it, you pieces of shit! Let the developers make the game they want to make! Now don't get me wrong, I know we need publishers. Without publishers, a lot of games would never have seen the light of day. But please, for fuck's sake, publishers, listen to the community. Listen to the people that pay your paychecks. Fucking slap them across the face and just go, fuck up! Shut up, motherfucking horse shit! And stop throwing tacked on multiplayer onto great single player games. Oh, that's my biggest concern for Dragon Age 3 at the minute. Last question from Facebook. What is your favourite Smallville series and why? Okay, right, for those who don't know, I am reviewing Smallville. I'm reviewing Smallville episode by episode, starting with Season 1, which is one hell of a fucking undertaking. Now, first, let me just say, I didn't get into Smallville until very late. I didn't get into it until about season, I think, it was either Season 3, it was somewhere in the room, Season 3, Season 6. I didn't get into Smallville until very late. But it's tough to say what my favourite season is. I can't remember every single season off the top of my head, so that's why I'm reviewing them, basically. But I'm just trying to think. I don't really have a favourite season yet. I'll probably will after the seasonal review. But it's tough to say. I can't really say. Sorry, as it is, I didn't get into Smallville till very late. I don't think I've seen every single episode. I think I've seen the majority of episodes. But I will let you know, don't worry. Eventually. So let's go with Twitter questions now. The next Twitter question comes from Alex the Hunted. It's a Halloween question. So what moment from your childhood scared the crap out of you? I'm trying to think. Unfortunately, I was a big wuss when I was a kid. I still am to this day. I don't watch that many horror films. But one of the scariest moments of my childhood, I'm trying to think. I can't really think of it. I have a horrible memory, sorry. The only thing I remember is two dreams that scared the shit out of me that still to this day, anytime I think of them, always still give me the heebie-jeebies. And one of them is a Freddy Krueger dream. I saw Freddy Krueger when I was very young, and that 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. 3, 4, better lock your door. 5, 6, grab your crucifix. That scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, and I literally was scared to go to sleep for weeks. I literally tried to stay up all night, and anytime I heard a noise in my room, I was like, is that Freddy? Is that Freddy? Is that Freddy? That wasn't really scary, that was just me being an absolute stupid fucking kid. The other one, I'm trying to remember now, I can't really remember it now. I've got a horrible memory. I can't think of the scariest moment of my childhood beyond dreams. As I say, most of the time in my childhood I spent indoors playing video games. Sorry, I can't think of any off the top of my head that were scary to me. Well, there was one time when I was in a room and I was surrounded by black shadows and I was awake. I had no idea what the fuck they were, but that's beside the point. That wasn't scary, that was just, what the fuck. Okay, next question comes from Al Fletcher, and he asks, if you could punch any Hollywood actor in the face, who would it be your prime candidate for a smack? That's a tricky one, because there's a lot of actors I want to smack. Really tough. Like, if it was director, I would say Michael Bay. I want to slap Michael Bay across the fucking face and tell him, stop making shit films! Or just stop making films in general. Actors, it's tough to say. I don't hate a lot of actors. I'm just trying to think. Is there any movies I own that there's an actor I can't stand? Not really. I don't hate a lot of actors. They're just doing their job. I don't really hate them that much. Well, Kristen Stewart's one, but that's an actress. Trying to think. No, none that popped in my head. I can think of it smacking. Not really. I'm trying to think. There isn't a lot I want to smack. Maybe it's debatable. I'm trying to think. For some strange reason, the name that pops right into my head is so I can't think of any. I can't think of any actor that I want to smack across the face beyond the ones that I've mentioned, Michael Bay and Kristen Stewart. Because I don't see a lot of films in the pictures these days. I only see ones that I really want to see, so I don't really know the actors' names very well. I don't know. I can't think of any. Sorry, I can't think of any actor I want to slap across the face. Sorry, but if it was actress, I would say Kristen Stewart because she cannot act worth a fucking shit. Robert Pattinson in Twilight, I would want to slap the living shit out of him for basically ruining vampires. That's about it. That's all I really like. That's all I really like to say. Sorry. Okay, let's go to YouTube question, which I got a fuck ton of. So let's start from the bottom and work our way up. The first question comes from N7 Normandy. Do you like The Witcher 2 as much as you like as Dragon Age Origins or more? The Witcher 2 or Dragon Age Origins? I'm going to be honest, I love Dragon Age Origins. It's a fantastic game, and I do prefer it over The Witcher 2, but The Witcher 2 is still a fantastic game. I prefer Dragon Age Origins for various reasons, as I've said, but The Witcher 2 is still a really good film. Film's in the brain. Really good game. I still think Dragon Age Origins is slightly above it, ever so slightly. It's very close, but The Witcher 2 is a close second when it comes to those type of RPGs for me. So it's difficult to say. I would definitely say that Dragon Age Origins is just slightly above The Witcher 2. But it's very narrow. It's very narrow. So let's move on to the next question. Next question comes from I Am The Walking Dead 1, and his question is, do you watch The Walking Dead, and if yes, do you think this season will be good? Well, of course he's a Walking Dead fan. Yes, I watch The Walking Dead. I'm a big fan of it. Not a big fan. I like the series. I'm actually trying to pick up the Compendiums 1 and 2, but unfortunately the Compendium number 1 was sold out down the tin this week, so I couldn't get it. Sorry, my nose is a wee bit blocked. But yeah, I like The Walking Dead. I might review the series in the future, but once I'm done with Smallville, but right now, that's not happening. But so far, if you don't know, Season 3 has aired of The Walking Dead, and the first episode was a wee bit iffy for me. I thought it was okay. Could have been better. But I think this season could be good from what I've seen so far. I don't like judging a season by the first episode. So I will wait a wee while before I judge it, but I think this season could possibly be really good, especially with the fact that, spoiler alert, that Rick's wife is pregnant, I'm horrible with names, sorry, and that the doctor got his leg cut off, Herschel I think his name is. got his leg cut off. That could be interesting. A lot of tension is going to be building up this time, and I really can't wait to see what they do with it, and hopefully it should be alright. I hope it's good, but yeah, that's about it. Next question comes from the Tesla Effect 1. Do you believe the leaked timetable for Mass Effect 3 DLC, is it true, and to extend Project X? I actually haven't, I don't pay attention to the leaks, sorry. I really avoid leaks like the plague, because leaks ruined a lot of stuff for me. So I don't pay attention to the leaks. I haven't looked at the table. I didn't want to look at the table, so I didn't look it up. I'm sorry, Tesla, I don't know. All I know is that the Omega DLC is apparently going to be 1,200 megabytes, 1,200 Microsoft points, or I think it's like $10, $8, $12, $15, I don't know, £15. And it's supposedly going to be fucking massive, which I'm really excited for. I'm excited for that. I don't know anything about Project X, and I really don't want to talk too much about the leaks. I really don't. Quick side note, I have had 1 or 2 people ask me about what I think about Shepard not being in Mass Effect 4. Can I just say this to people? That's what they said from the start! Oh, fuck, I want to slap people across the face. Did you not hear BioWare when they stated that that Shepard's story would be a trilogy? Did you not fucking hear that? Ugh. Why are people so up in arms about this? It was meant to be the end. Shepard got a fucking shit ending, but the Mass Effect 3 is the end of Shepard's story. Mass Effect 4 will be a clean slate, hopefully. Fuck. So I want to slap people across the face when I hear them do that. Okay, next question comes from the Tesla Effect again. What do you think of League of Legends? I don't know that much about it. I don't play it. I don't know that much about League of Legends, StarCraft, or any RTS game. I'm sorry, I don't play them that often. The only one I've played recently is XCOM. I don't know that much about League of Legends, sorry, so I can't say anything much on it, so I do apologise. Okay, next question comes from 1580 Red. What gaming universe would you rather be in, Dragon Age or Mass Effect? And why would you want to be in that universe? I think I've answered this before, but it's really tricky. I'd probably end up saying the Mass Effect universe for selfish reasons. It's the most technologically advanced one, and it has a bit more interesting depth to it. And I would probably last longer in the Mass Effect universe than I would in the Dragon Age universe, because I probably would be dead within a week in the Dragon Age universe. And of course, the Mass Effect universe, I would be interested in the alien cultures, the music, the languages. I would love to hear all that shit. The Mass Effect universe just piques my interest a little bit more than the Dragon Age universe in general. So yeah, that's short, sweet, but that's about it. Next question comes from Dr. Liara Tassoni. If the Shadow Broker offered to tell you any secret of the galaxy, what would it be? What would you want to know? Well, Mr. Sony, if the Shadow Broker did offer me something like that, I don't know. It's really tricky what I'd want to know. It's tricky. It really is tricky. I'm tempted to say, what was the real ending to Mass Effect 3? Was EA involved in the change to Mass Effect 3? Were BioWare forced? Why did Drew Kalpician leave BioWare before Mass Effect 3 was out? But really the biggest question I want to know is, where's the Reaper off switch? There's got to be an off switch. I just want to flip that off switch. Nah, I'm kidding. Secret of the Universe, or the Galaxy. How could I destroy EA and save BioWare at the same time? That would be what I'd want to know. That'd be my secret. How could I blackmail EA? Thank you, Mr. Sony. And tell the Shadow Broker I said hi. And he has one fine ass. Okay. Next question comes from Gutley1. I'm sorry if I butchered that. Would you play in a porn movie if offered? Would be given to you and you'd be paid very well? No. I'm sorry, I don't do porn. I don't have the body for porn, and I don't care if I was paid well. I don't do porn. Sorry. I don't mind people seeing my naked body. I personally am one of these people that's just like, it's a naked body. We've all seen one before. I would happily do these videos naked if I could get away with it. But no, I wouldn't do a porn film. I don't get me wrong. Those who do porn, they're very experienced. I just don't think I would have the face for it, or the balls for it, or the cock for it, or the ass for it, or the best breast for it. Next question. If Scotland was to vote to become independent in 2014, Who do you think should lead the country, and should Scotland have its own army, or should the army remain part of the UK? Okay, this is a bit of a political question. I don't want to stay on this too long because I want to do a whole video on this because I'm Scottish. I have to. But for those that are unaware, Scotland will be voting for independence in 2013, 2014. I can't remember what date it is. To basically decide whether or not it remains part of the United Kingdom. And this is a big thing that's going to happen, and I've been putting a lot of thought into it. And if Scotland does become an independent nation, I do think it should become fully independent, and that includes the army as well. And who should lead it? The government. The government should lead it, hopefully in the right way. So it would be the SNPs at the moment, but hopefully they do a good job. I don't pay that much attention to politics because I don't understand half the stuff that these people say. But if Scotland wants to become an independent nation, I think it should become fully independent army, and also all Scottish troops come back up to Scotland and all that shit. I will do a whole video on Scottish independence when it gets closer to the date because I think I need to talk about it. Yeah, I think Scotland, if it was to become independent, should become fully independent, and the government should lead it and hopefully be there. And if the government not, then what about me? I'm royal blood, I think. I think we are. I don't know. I'm Scottish Warrior 92. I should lead the country. Nah, amazing. Okay, next question comes from Byron Sinon. I do apologise if I pronounced your name wrong. My very original question is, are you a Celtic fan? For those that don't know, Celtic are a football team over here. No, I'm not a football fan in general. I don't watch football at all. I don't like the sport whatsoever, mainly because of the culture, how it is over here. You Americans think you've got it bad with your American football. Try coming over here during an Old Firm game. Yeah, you do not want to mess with us. Trust me, it gets really hectic out here. There's fucking riots every fucking time there's a game of that one. I don't follow football, I don't pay attention to football, so I'm not a Celtic or a Rangers fan, so sorry if that disappointed you. The next one comes from, well, the next two questions come from Triple374. Sorry, Triple374. I just got XCOM, possibly the best game I've played this year. Are you planning on getting XCOM, and if so, could you review it? I actually got XCOM, and I'm actually just about finished with it. I'm going to play another maybe hour or two of it, and then I'll give my review of it. Sometime maybe next week. I can't guarantee when. But yeah, I have got XCOM. I am enjoying it, and I will give my review on it. So follow me on Twitter and Facebook if you want to know my opinion on games I'm playing. So yeah. Next question comes from Triple3 as well. Triple3. Sorry, I've got trees on the mind. I hate EA and for what they did to the Mass Effect series. I would like nothing more than see EA go down in a huge ball of flames while being ass-raped by a Volus and choked by all four Krogan's balls. Very precise. Do you think this will happen in the near future? And do you think EA has big hold on the mainstream market? Do I think EA has big streamers? Nothing would please me more. Nothing would please me more than to see EA go down and fire and be ass-raped by a Volus and choke on all four Krogan balls. However, there's a bad thing to that. EA is the type of company that I see that if they were going down, they would take the developers with them. They would take BioWare, they would take Visceral, they would take as many of their developers with them as possible. There is a necessity in the world for publishers, not EA, but I see why they exist. Nothing would please me more than to see EA crash and burn. And if they keep up the attitude they're gone with the new, I see that happening sooner rather than later. However, due to the fact that EA has such a stranglehold on the sports market in gaming, EA will be around for some time, for a while, because they are the sports publishers to me. They are still EA Sports to the game. Fucking punch him across the face. But nothing would please me more than to see them crash and burn and just fucking go away. But what I want more is just EA. If like EA would take BioWare, BioWare's the main one I'm fixated on right now, but I can see that if EA were going down, they would take BioWare with them. They would take BioWare and all the licenses to the Mass Effect series and Dragon Age series and Jade Empire series and whatever other series they're working on with them. I guarantee that. Unless someone bought them out before that, which I think probably would happen, but what I want, none please me more, but what I want more is EA just to fucking listen to the gamers, actually pay attention to the ones that are buying their shit. and stop trying to milk us for every piece of fucking penny we're worth. But never going to happen. Nothing would please me more than to see them burn, but I can guarantee they would take many of their developers with them, including BioWare and Visceral and any other developer that's under EA. I can guarantee that. What would please me more if someone bought BioWare off EA, but I know that's never going to happen, but that's just my opinion. If EA were to go down, they would take developers with them. So I would love to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. If they keep up the way they're going, then yes, I would say they're going to do it. What are your favourite YouTube channels? Well, a couple of my favourite YouTube channels is very tricky to say because I have a lot of favourites, but one of my main favourite ones is Darkside Phil. He was a kind of an inspiration to me to do my videos this way and just record them the way that I wanted to do them and actually not hold back what I honestly want to say. He's a full-on Let's Player. He actually plays every major release every single year for the past 2 years now. So every major release that's came out, he's played, and he's done a full Let's Play of it and a full review of it. And he is one of the best Let's Players out there, man, because I don't know any other Let's Player that works as hard as him, because he literally plays every single game that comes out and he plays them to the full, unless they don't appeal to him. There's only been 3 or 4 games that he hasn't done full Let's Plays of, and that's because of time constraints, and also he just didn't have the time to do them because he had so many games to play. He has major respect for me because he puts more effort into Let's Plays and playing video games than any other gaming channel out there, in my opinion. I've looked at a lot of gaming channels. But he puts a lot more effort into his. He just sits there, records the footage with his camera, and it's fantastic. He gets his live commentary. He does that. He's the best Let's Player on YouTube, in my opinion. No offense to any out there, in fact, offense mean. And I can only hope that if I do eventually start doing Let's Plays, I know I started an Enslaved Let's Play. I just haven't had much time to finish it. But if I eventually do start doing Let's Plays, I would love to do it in the style of Darkside Phil, because he's the one that really kept me going where I wanted today, and he's really an inspiration to me. Like, if I could, I would love to do what he does and play every major release that comes out and review them for you. I would love to do that because he's a major inspiration to why I started doing what I do. But he's my favourite YouTuber because I followed him from the start and he's awesome, and I really wish I could be. I can only hope that I get as popular as him, or I can get at least a fraction of his popularity, because he is fantastic. He's the best Let's Player out there. I don't care. Like, screw your Toby Games, screw your PewDiePies, screw all your fucking Novas, screw all them. Darkside Phil, in my opinion, is the best Let's Player out there, but that's just my opinion. If you don't like it, fuck off. That's it. So, favourite YouTuber is Darkside Phil. Other YouTubers that I think are really good are like Total Biscuit, Jesse Cox. I haven't had a look at my subscription thing in a while, but Gamer MD, of course, she's a friend, and also she does really good videos. Alex Hunter is always a good YouTuber. Fuck, who else? I'm just trying to think. Dodger's good. But mostly those are ones that just pop up to the top of my head. Excuse me. Okay, next question. If a mystical... this one comes from Tyler RVG. If a mystical fairy descended from the sky and offered you 3 wishes, what would it be? But the fairy lets you know that to be a total pain in the dick hole and sets 2 rules. Any wish with the numerical value has to be 10 or under. So you can't wish for like 1,000 or stuff and blah blah blah. Can't ask for like £1,000, and anything like 10 is the most you can ask for. £10 is like most asked for, and each wish you must pay $19.99 for. Choose carefully. Okay. Was 2 wishes or 3? Did you say? 3 wishes. Okay. For each wish, if it was £20, and it had to be less than 10, my first wish would be, I wish for, as it is, I'm going to be honest, I'm a simple guy, I don't ask for much. My first wish would be, I wish I could get a job. That's it, I wish I could get a job. That's one wish. I wish I could get a job, because that's mainly the thing I want at the moment. I just want a job. It's fucking pain in the ass, guys. Second wish would be I wish that I could remain in good health and live to a ripe old age. Third wish. Okay, I want to go back to my first wish. My first wish. I wish I could get my first wish. Sorry, I wish I could get a job that could pay the bills and keep me financially stable for the rest of my life. Second wish, of course, I wish to remain in good health and all that. And third wish, I wish for my family to remain in good health and to be okay for the rest of their life. I wish they were financially stable as well. Good health and financially stable. I'm a simple guy. I don't ask for a lot. 3 wishes to me would be what do I need at the moment. I don't care. I would never ask for immortality. I would never ask for like $1 billion. I would never ask for that kind of stuff. It's stupid. I know I'm a simple guy. I don't want a lot. I'm simple. I can't help it. Sorry. So I'm sorry if you were expecting more. I'm pretty sure one of you expected my wish to be I wish EA would crash and burn, but I've made my opinion towards that. Next one comes from the Gamer's Enjoyment. What was the best moment of your life? That's tricky. I really don't have a best moment in my life because all my moments in my life have either been shit, okay, or average. Nah, I'm kidding. My life's been good to me, minus a few major things. I don't think there's actually a best moment in my life, but I think the best moment in my life that popped, one of my best moments in my life is passing my exams in 4th year after being off school for nearly 2 years. I literally started the school halfway through the year in December, November, and everyone else had been studying for near enough 2 years for their exams, and I sat my exams in less than 6 months, and I passed them all. I passed every single exam, and that is one of the best feelings I've ever had in my life. There are other ones that pop in my head, like my little sister, of course. Even though she's a pain in the ass, she's one of the best things in my life at the moment. That's the first two that pop in my head. There's a lot of good moments in my life that I'd love to mention, but a lot of them are really personal. And of course, one moment, of course, that's going to be is people watching this shit. People actually watching my videos. That's one of the best things in my life at the moment. And also getting paid, getting my first paycheck thanks to yous, doing something I love to do, which is awesome. So thank you all for that. Okay, last couple of questions. Next question comes from Bobby Ludd 93. He actually has 2 questions, but I'll ask his first one. When did you and MD first meet? I was always wondering about it. She speaks highly of you. Are you MD's favourite subscriber or something? Okay, here's how me and MD meet. I don't think I've been asked this before. I was just looking on YouTube for Mass Effect videos. I think I was looking for, like, there was some news about Mass Effect relationships, apparently same-sex relationships, which I just wanted to hear people's opinions on and also wanted to see if there's any videos on it. And then I stumbled across MD's video. I just stumbled across, like, let's check it out. Click. I sat down and watched the full video and I was like, a girl that actually knows her shit about gaming and isn't faking it? I'm kidding. But yeah, I enjoyed her video. I was like, I may as well message her, see what she thinks. Messaged her, says, hi, Scotch182 here, really liked your video, blah blah blah. Then I says, if you want, here's my video. I done something very similar to you. We had very similar opinions on a lot of things. And then I started checking out her other videos, and I was one of her first 100 subscribers, which I'm still very proud of, and she was one of my first 100 subscribers. And then just the rest, as I say, is history. We just keep messaging back and forth, seeing how each other's doing. When new stuff comes out, we talk about it. If one of us needs help with something, we just message each other. And that's just how we met. It wasn't anything spectacular. It wasn't like we met in real life. It was, which I'm hoping one day we can. Like, hopefully I can go over to America one day and actually meet her face to face. But yeah, it was just that. We just stumbled across each other on YouTube, started talking on there, messaging over there. Occasionally we popped, once or two, every now and then we pop on Skype and chat to each other. And that's just how it happens. Like, we just met, and I don't know if I'm her favourite subscriber. I don't know if I don't know if I'm her favourite subscriber. I don't know. It's difficult to say. But yeah, we're just good friends. We're really good friends. We seem to have a lot in freaking common. I'm freaking surprised. I was like, wow, 2 people from different sides of the countries having the exact same opinions. We do disagree on a few things, of course. We aren't exactly the same. As she's dubbed me, I'm her Scottish clone. So that's really fun. That's how we met. That's how we've just stayed there chatting and all that. And I'm grateful. I don't regret it. She's a really good friend, and that's how also I met Alex Thunted and Phantom's Lava and all those people I've mentioned before. And it's thanks to MD. There was no small part to MD that I've had got so many subscribers, because she keeps mentioning me, and I'm just like, oh, she's mentioning me. It's so sweet. And of course, whenever I meet her, I owe her one big massive fucking hug. So if any of you are watching this, I owe you a big massive hug. I owe you so many hugs. Yeah, that's how we end. Hopefully one day I can get to America to a convention or something and we can meet up face to face. Hopefully one day. Fingers crossed. Okay, next question comes from Let's Googlance 398. Sorry. What is your ideal ME3 ending? Okay, I've said this before. I have 3 ideal endings from Mass Effect 3. One ending where we win, one ending where we win but we lose Shepard and most of his crew, and one ending when we lose. That's all I wanted. I didn't want anything extravagant. I didn't want anything fancy. I just wanted those 3 endings because those 3 endings made the fucking would make sense. Like, if you put enough effort into the game, like collecting every single fucking war asset, which I did, played every fucking hour of multiplayer, which I did, you should win. There should be a win game where you win and no one dies. Well, not no one dies, but no one you know dies. Like, Anderson lives, Hackett lives, your team lives, Shepard lives, and then then Shepard gets to go, you know what, fuck it, I'm retiring. Tally, let's go back to Rannoch. I owe you a house on the homeworld. I'm gonna build you a fucking house, or with my female Shepard, Liara, let's go and help Thessia. Let's go help Thessia, and then let's get you pregnant. Let's get a fucking blue baby in this world. I'm sorry, I'm still better. Yeah, I didn't want much from the endings. I just wanted 3 endings. Would have been happy for me. One ending where we win, one ending where Shepard and most of his crew die, except for maybe his love interest, so you can see her mourning, and one where we lose and the Reapers win. That's the endings I wanted. I didn't want Casper the Genocidal fucking ghost. I didn't want fucking red, green, and blue. I don't want fucking synthesis, destruction, and fucking control. All those endings suck. Anything I talk about Mass Effect, I always get to that. Fucking pissing me off. That's just the endings I want. I'm not asking for. I fucking wrote my own Mass Effect ending, for fuck's sake. Fuck. Yeah, I better move on before I fucking explode. Okay, next question comes from Othini250. Have you travelled anywhere outside Scotland? I've answered that already when the abroad question. Yes, I have. Do you like the PS3? That's from XX Global Gamer XX. I haven't played that much of my PS3, sorry. I've only played a little bit of Borderlands 2, and yeah, that's it. That's all I've played. I haven't had that much time playing my PS3 because I've been so busy with Dishonored, Smallville, XCOM, and a couple of these things I'm working on at the moment, like getting these reviews done. I've been too busy to get to my PS3. I haven't bought that many PS3 games, and I'm trying to save Dead Space and Dead Space 2 for later on, of course, for my maybe Halloween. But at the moment, I can't guarantee. I'm enjoying it so far. It's really good. It's actually really, really good, and I'm liking it so far, but I can't say too much on it, sorry. Okay, final question comes from Bobby Blood again. I forgot to ask, what do you think is better, Xbox Live achievement points or trophies for the PS3? And do you think this adds something to the game or it's just a waste of time? Achievements and trophies are a waste of fucking time. I'm sorry, I really, really hate. I used to like them. I used to think they were awesome, but I really don't like them anymore because it just adds needless stuff to the game. Like, oh look, I 1000%ed this game. I 100%ed this game. I'm sorry. And also some achievements are pointless. Like, to get this achievement you have to jump in this exact spot, fire this exact same gun with this exact same ammo, and hit this exact same point, and then you get a 5-gamer score. Achievements and trophies, really, really I don't like anymore. They're fun in some instances, like, it's nice to see. I don't mind, like, story-based ones, like, you completed Chapter 1, you completed Chapter 2, you completed Chapter 3, you completed Chapter 4, you completed Chapter 5, things like that. I don't mind those ones, but it's the stupid ones that really get me, like, jump in this exact spot, do this exact action, do this, do that, do here, and fucking bend over, touch your toes, fucking lick your ball sack. If you're playing a female character, lick yourself out and lick your own asshole. Or my personal favourite one from Lollipop Chainsaw, There's an achievement to look up the main character's skirt, which is funny, but pointless. I really hate stupid achievements and trophies that I really despise. Story-based ones I don't mind, and difficulty ones I don't mind. I just really hate the stupid ones. I think that's about it. So, that's all I've got to say. I think that's about it. Thank you all for submitting your questions. I hope I answered them reasonably well, and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you again for all that. And I wanted to give a little quick request out there as well, after you've stayed on long enough, because this is 40 minutes long. Wow. I'm actually not that far away from 600 subscribers. I'm about 9 away, I think. Right now the subscribers have been jumping between 590 and 597. So we're not that far off from 600 subscribers. And as I said, I have promised that if I achieve 600 subscribers, I will do the cinnamon challenge. So I don't know, I'd like to hit it before the end of next week. That would be lovely. So that's the goal I'm going to set right now. 600 subscribers by the end of next week would be fantastic. If we achieve it, I will do the cinnamon challenge. I give you my word. And I think that's all I've got to say. As is, I do have a goal for 1,000 subscribers, but that's looking extremely unlikely at the moment. So 600 I'd be happy. So thank you so much again. If you can help out, do your best, but I'm not forcing you. So thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope this was entertaining for you. And as always, I'm Scottish Warrior 92, and I'll see you all later. Ciao for now. Mwah.